So hey, what's going on, guys? I want to talk a little bit about the Grustle, 1 million in the making. This is my first published book, and I really want to get more into it, actually get real in depth each chapter. And you guys will see a link below somewhere in the description for a chapter breakdown for each chapter. So for all 10 chapters, I do a chapter breakdown. So link below if you guys want to get more in detail from each chapter, and you know, me breaking it down as far as inside the book, the content inside the book. Just click on one of those links. What I wanted to do is explain the reason why I made the book. So the reason why I made the book is that when I was in high school, I got a lot of questions around starting my own business, and I kind of wanted to take advantage of that. Even though when I was inside of high school, I didn't drop the book. When I was in high school, I waited because I was working on it, right? But I want to take advantage of that, use that as a tool, use it to my advantage, right? To capitalize on that everybody's asking me, like, well, all right, let me put something out there that I can make money out of, or make money off of, I'm sorry. One thing that I highly suggest for entrepreneurs is for you to see what's going on in your life. It's part of self-awareness. You guys look at my video, I talk a lot about 120% self-awareness, but understand what is needed of you. If somebody's always asking you something about this, or people are always coming to you for this, or you're good at this, or you're good at that, capitalize on it and find a way to make money off of it. So I'm gonna put that out there. So that was one of the main reasons why I made this book, one of my secrets, as you can say. But the reason why I made this book is that I was getting so many questions and so much feedback around how you start your business, how do you do this, and how you do that. So, and I just want to read the back of this book, right? I'm gonna read the back of it real quick. Take this journey with Eric Kaminsky Jr. as he tries to make history by starting his own clothing line and end up making it a company that strives off branding. Find out how he got to the point he is at now and see what he does and go through to build his brand. Growing up in Virginia and dealing with life plus hustling, he can't just stop at the clothing line. He must do more and keep moving. Focus on his goals and making it to 1 million mark. He always adapt to what's going on and gets the job done. Find out how Eric balanced his life with his work and how he pushes himself to take it to the next level. His vision is impeccable, and the only person that is in the way is his tongue twister is himself. No one else to blame for nothing because he made it from what it is, the Grustle. So let me talk about that first section first, right? What I'm trying to do with that first section at the top is capture the reader. I mean, that's what everybody want to do with the back, right? Capture the reader attention, capture the reader's attention so that they can get the book right and start reading more with it. But this top section, which I'm gonna go over the bottom section too, but this top section basically is what everybody's been asking me and the things that I do, right? Starting my clothing line and how I turned that into branding, right? And that's more so into the book at the end of the book, and then find out how I got to the point I'm at now. So people kind of asking me, how did I get to this point and how I get to that point, the million mark. So one of the reasons that came through the title, I know everybody was saying, oh, you know, if I read this book, will I learn how to make $1 million, or will it teach me how to make $1 million? Potentially, yes. Okay. But $1 million was my mark that I set for myself, and I was obsessed with it to the point where I want to make my first million, right? Everybody thinks that's a high mark. It's really not. $1 million is not a lot of money, man. It's not. And that was just my mark. That was just my number. That was my goal that I set. How I always adapt and got the job done. That was a key thing. And then one thing I put at the end is that the only person I blame is, you know, myself. No one else is to blame. So that's another thing what I try to push to them is that don't blame other people, man. Just because, and you know, I used to do it, right? I'm not at this point because such and such didn't support me, or such and such didn't do this, or he wasn't helping me out. It's set to the point where I always told people that, hey man, only blame yourself for the good things and bad things, right? Blame yourself for everything. It makes it so much easier. Read over the second part real quick. So growing up in Virginia, Eric done nothing but grind and hustle. In this middle school, he started selling candy and stuck with it throughout high school. Saved enough money to build. I ain't gonna read word by word. I saved up enough money to start my own company, Battle King LLC, before I incorporated it. Anything that he feels he needs or thinks will help the business grow as a person, he takes action on it. So as the business and as myself, I take action on it. Learning how to edit videos, record music, sales, business, researching. I did all that by researching. Eric feels that you cannot build a brand even if you ask someone to help you. If you can't or don't understand yourself, you must apply yourself in every aspect of the business. And being self-aware to take myself to the next level. So this is another thing that I believe in too, right? And this is something that I pushed to when I was talking about this book, is that, let's say you want to start a clothing line, right? I'm gonna go with that because it's the easiest. You got to know how to, how do you make a design? How does t-shirt designs work, or how does a brand design work? What it takes to make an actual t-shirt or make an actual clothing. Every aspect of a clothing line I learned, right? I learned about design. I learned about how to promote it, how you get licensed for design shirts, how to buy them in bulk, how you get cheap product, everything there is. So similar to what I'm doing now, how you edit videos, record music, in sales and business, I researched everything. Research. So I researched everything when I was in this state, and I learned a lot by that, and also looked at other people that was doing it too. That is, in a nutshell, the reason why I made this book is to kind of let people know the truth about entrepreneurship, that it's not all about money, cars, and clothes, and all the expensive things. It's actually hard work. Put it out there to tell my story also, right? So it's a little bit of background on, what I did, or where I was born, and all the other fun stuff. If you would ask me, what can you take away from this book, or what's the biggest takeaway? It's a lot of things you can learn, right, on how to change your mindset, or understand that when life happens, you got to roll with it. You got to adapt. When life happens, that's one of the big things in this book, is that when I'm on a roll, or when I get something good going, or when I got something going on and then something stops me, I come to roadblock or challenges or opportunities, that I adapt, I change, I don't complain, or I complain a little bit. I talk about my failures, things that I failed in, and how I dealt with it, and what I kept doing to keep it moving right. The main thing that you can get out of this book is that the real uncut version of entrepreneurship, of being an entrepreneur. Understand that it's not all good, right? It's hard. Being an entrepreneur is hard. Real life happens, and then what you can do, and what I've done through my life to adapt and take my entrepreneurship to the next level. So there you have it, the Grustle 1 Million in the Making, the reason why I wrote it. Once again, below, I got chapter breakdown. So each chapter, you can see I break down each chapter of basically summarize each chapter, but go in depth as far as what's going on in each chapter. You guys can buy this everywhere. The books are sold. I got this everywhere, self-published, on my site, Kaminsky.com. I will also put links below for the interviews I had for this book. So I did a couple interviews. You guys can check it out and see when I say it in it. If you guys haven't already, like the video if you liked it, like what you saw. Comment, subscribe below. All the information and details and links to other videos that I will be doing for the Grustle 1 Million in the Making will be below. Check you guys out later. Thanks for watching.
I'm a tough act to foul and face the facts. Who you know real like me? Spit a 16 ill like me.